Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Jurassic World Evolution 3. And today we're going to go over a park that's very close to my heart and very important to a lot of you watching. I am of course talking about my first ever series on YouTube, Making a Park with Your Ideas. And I started this ages ago, last year, December, this year, January, a long time ago. And it was only when I had like 100 something subs. It wasn't much, but I made a whole series off of it, and it's probably one of the main things, apart from my shorts, that pushed my channel out into the algorithm, and now I have 2.3 thousand subs. And none of that would have been possible without you guys. So just a quick thank you. I know I keep on saying this, but thank you. This has been my dream for a long time, making a YouTube channel. Never in a million years would I expect to have even over 1,000 subscribers. But alas, here we are. I remember making the first short, advertising it, and I was like, I need your help. It was really cringy at the time. It still is really cringy, I'm going to be honest. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Today, we are going over the park that I made in Making a Park with Your Ideas. Let's get into it. Welcome to Jurassic World. I know it's a very lazy title, but I mean, this park is kind of based off of like, what am I talking about? There's literally the only toilet in the park is on this muddy hill, and it's out of order, so you can kind of guess. It's kind of ironic that I just swapped the W and the J. And the backstory for the name of the park was, well, at the end of the series I did a poll on my YouTube channel for the name, and the two options were Jalapeno Park and Jurassic World, all suggested by you guys. So Jurassic World eventually won, and that's the name of the park. So we're just going to ignore that for now. But going to the entrance, I just chose this random entrance and started from here. And I only had little suggestions, so I had to obviously put all of the essentials first. That was, that was a given. And then if we go up this giant hill that took ages to make because it kept on getting too steep for the path, we have the only toilet, well, basically the only toilet in the park. And you go through here, and you're like, I need to take a fat dump right now. Hold on. What? No. Yeah, so it's out of order just to make it even funnier, and this is like when the game first came out, around December. I mean, I know it came out a bit earlier, but I was just really messing about with all of the blueprints, because I went straight from Jurassic World Evolution 1 to 3. And yeah, I went crazy. So, onto this little area. So, this was, I was recommended to make the park in a desert and put a pyramid. So, I just put the Innovation Center there. I made this nice little area. And this was one of the most recent suggestions from the most recent episode, the finale, even. I think it was recommended by Felix. Yeah, and because I made the park in the park began in 2025, so it's only right to make a sign that since 2025. And the first... we'll get onto that later. The first enclosure, I was told to make a giant hole and just put like 20 T-Rexes in there. I did put a bunch, but I kind of had to remove some because, yeah, the complexity limit reached the max. So I'll just go over them so you can read the names if you want. And these are all recommended by you guys. Yeah, I think Giuseppe is my favorite. It's the best name. And yeah, there's medical facilities, restaurants, because we need that. And this is the second enclosure I remember making. This one comment, this kid said Bumpy Jr. and nothing else, so I just added an ankylosaur that looked like Bumpy. Called it Bumpy Jr. Added some ducks. George Boaget, which was recommended by Flamsley, who is a mod on my Discord server. Join the Discord server. Yeah, and then just other Dinochirises. Lil Yogurt is so cute. Look at him. Smelly Christmas. Yeah. And oh my goodness, Mr. Beast! Yeah, and there's also an Oviraptor somewhere, yeah, called Nugget, because it's like a chicken. This is the Spinosaur enclosure, because a lot of people in the Jurassic community, I think it's safe to say there's a lot of Spinosaur fans. So a lot of people said Spinosaurus. So here we have Sprite, Sprine, Mr. Bean's car, it's such a good name. Spino, Aquatic Blood, taking a nice swim. Felix, he's whoa, doing some, I don't know what he's doing, some tomfoolery, walking backwards. Benny, Blood Transfusion, which is just like, looks like Asset 87. Why is it? Oh no, I've been catfished. This is Blood Transfusion. Yeah, this one doesn't have a name. Unnamed one, and an unnamed one, and another unnamed one. So that's the Spinosaur enclosure, and I just kind of built the fence like the one from Jurassic Park 3, when the phone goes off and the Spinosaurus breaks through it. And then a nice waterfall with a mix of deep water and shallow water. And I'll come to this at the end, because it's probably my favorite. This was a raptor enclosure, and I will talk about it more right now. So I think this was recommended by Flamsley and a few others. So Flamsley loves Star Wars. So I don't know much about Star Wars. I'm going to be honest. I'm so sorry, guys. Star Wars fans out there. So we got some... Whoa. It's an aquatic raptor. So he just named them after Star Wars characters. So Kix, Echo, because he said Echo, and I'm like, wow, there's an Echo Raptor. So I got Echo Raptor, Wolf, Echo 2, which is the one he wanted. And then there's just a bunch of babies, like, littering the enclosure. Because I forgot to delete the nest. Yeah. Some random cables that I was told to add, the electrical, system, but I didn't know what the comment meant, so that's that. A single Pyroraptor, because, yeah, and his best friend, the goat. And this Avery is pretty cool. Let me get more into that. So this Avery, I was requested to have a boat tour through the Avery, and this was before the Avery update. So you can notice my Averys are quite plain, and they don't go very deep. And this is before you could put boat tours through the Avery. So yeah, I just put Gyrosphere Valley. Yeah, just Gyrospheres, and just some like pterosaurs in here with like Quetzalcoatluses, and I think Dimorphodon. Yeah, a bunch of Dimorphodon. And is there another Avery? No, I'm just silly. Then Carnotaurus Canyon, which is, I had to make it very plain because I was running out of space, and the what's it called? The complexity rate was getting up higher. And this is the Brachiosaur pit. So we have Brack Pit, like Brad Pitt, Brack Pit, and it's also a Brachiosaurus pit. Two jokes in one. And Meatball, the fat Brachiosaurus Meatball. And that's just lovely. There is this pit with a single Diplodocus called Taylor Souls, so he's all on his own down here. And this was recommended by the YouTuber Taylor Souls. And yeah, Diplodocus is one of my favorite dinosaurs, mainly because of Dippy, the Diplodocus skeleton that used to be at the Natural History Museum, which is in London, which is super cool. And also, I just love Diplodocus from the Walking with Dinosaurs, the original series, not whatever the new one is. The new one is awful. I'll come to this later because I'm very proud of that. It would take a long time to explain. Where is it? The Mosasaurus called Mosasaur, which is very fancy name. Yeah, about this. So this is probably the main reason there was a lot more ichthyosaurs. I had to delete them. This is probably the main reason the complexity rate is so high. So I was told to just fill a lagoon with 100 ichthyosaurs, and there was so many, and yeah, my game nearly crashed, and it got very laggy. So that wasn't too good. Here is a secret hybrid facility, which I was recommended to add the hybrid, so I was like, oh, why not turn it into like a hybrid facility? It's like high tech, they each have like their own little paddock, and there is a gate to each one, so there's like Spinoraptors, Indoraptor, yeah, Indoraptor here. I tried to make it look like the Gen 2 Indoraptor. Yeah, Scorpius Rex in there. What's in here? Stegoceratops. And the main attraction, really, the Indominus Rex, which had a name, Braxton. Forgot what this one was. Yeah, most of the dinosaurs have names. And this is the Indom Gen 2. And we have this dinosaur fighting arena. With an Acro and an Indom called Blood. And they just never fought, and now they're best friends, which is lovely. I think I messed something up in the settings. But don't worry, I'll come more to that later. This is also when I was running out of space, so I didn't have much room. I was going to build a castle, but this is Kentrosaur Castle. So there's like, yeah, 2 little ones and 2 Camp Cretaceous big ones. And Carnotaurus Canyon was also recommended by the same person. I built a giant maze covered in fence, so you can probably see where the dead ends were, but it really messed up the complexity rate, so it was going to be filled with compies. So we have the only survivor from that, because I had to delete it all, because it was just crashing my game. And the surviving compy Jackson. Yeah, so you're just walking and you just fall in a deep pit. It was really, really funny. This was, I think, the last build we did. And it was just a Giganotosaurus enclosure filled with, well, Giganotosaurus. what more do you want? And they had a little... they're so loud! The little Pride Rock from like a knockoff Lion King. So, what else is... Oh yeah. So, there's a Megalodon Lagoon with a Megalodon, because I was asked about Megalodon. Yeah, you know what? Let me go over the river cruise. It's nighttime, so it's perfect. So I was recommended to make like a Camp Cretaceous river. Camp Cretaceous river. Okay, first person it is. Camp Cretaceous river cruise, and it's just a river. And there's like loads of parasols. I need to be quick because they only light up at night. So they're the Lux parasols, so they illuminate the cave, which is really nice. It's a big cave. There are some holes to let some light through, and it's just really cool. I think this is the best thing I've ever done in Jurassic World Evolution 3. There should be some things that are all gathered over here. There's Ankylodocus, which glow in the dark. They're just so cute. A mix of 2 of my favorite herbivores, and my light is not working, and some Lux Spinoceratopses, which look really cool. And then you just come out the cave from there, and it's just like the one in Camp Cretaceous, except a part of it doesn't lead to the Mosasaurus Lagoon. That's it. There's also this lovely gyrosphere tour that goes through 3 enclosures. I think this was also Felix who recommended this, or I don't know if it was or not. Sorry if it was or not. So it's Allosaurus enclosure, which is perfectly safe. Here at Jurassic Joe, safe isn't our number 1 priority. Money is, but we also want to make our rides safe, just like this. And there are Guanlong in here, which are pretty cool. I like Guanlong. They're like feathered Monolophosauruses. And Albertosaurus as well in here. And they look very grumpy, like head on. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you loop around and you go back, where is it? To the gyro station. And moving on. I think this is my favorite build because I was told just to build whatever I want. So I decided to build an enclosure for my favorite dinosaur, Eutyrannus, and you can probably tell from my YouTube profile picture. So I tried to make it like that one video for the Ornithomimus that the official account of Jurassic World Evolution 3 made, and I just vividly remember it was in a desert and there were rocks covering the viewing galleries. So if we enter, I just built a nice enclosure. You probably see them over there. There's loads of babies. I forgot to delete the nest, but let me show you from inside. So it's like surrounded by rocks. There's a nice lake with this arch, and it's like just glass sticking out the rock, which is what I remembered from that video, and also here. And it's just like a Utaranus paradise, except there's no snow. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Oh, social animation. Oh, that. And yeah, this is probably my favorite part of the park because it's just a lovely Utaranus enclosure. And I think that leaves one more thing to show. This has been quite a quick tour from me recording this. I don't know how long the video is going to be, but me recording this, it feels like 5 minutes have passed. So hopefully that won't take up too much space on my phone. But yeah, I will go over my favorite part of the park. But first, I need to make it daytime. You can see it coming. So basically, Jurassic World, we need some fun, and this was recommended by my friend Zapton. We made a video together, a couple. I don't really remember. That's probably not a good thing that I don't remember. But this was his request, and he just said, make a roller coaster that punishes the guest as much as possible. So I'm putting this in 2x speed to make it look like a roller coaster. And yeah, let's just say this is the most safe roller coaster in the world, definitely. So you go up this big hill, whiplash, up, down, oh, there's something in the track, oh, okay, we just phased through it, you probably get your head, like, flown off, like there, and just your head would ricochet off your shoulders, because how safe it is, yeah, ow, your cart would probably snap in half because of the immense force just going up and down in a short period of time. Turn around, this is probably the safest, no, all of this is the safest part of the ride. You would probably not hit that track because safety is our middle name here at Jurassic World. Probably snap a good 50 bones in your body around that turn, up, down, over the bumpy terrain, and these final whiplash turns. And if your collarbone isn't already broken, then it's broken right about now. And then a nice smooth return and an abrupt stop to the Gyrosphere monorail station. And that is the safest roller coaster in the world. And that is basically all of this beautiful park, Jurassic World. But this is not the end of making a park with your ideas. Just you wait. So basically, this is not the end of making a park with your ideas. I always wanted to make another series, and hopefully not in a desert this time. So, on this video, please comment your ideas for the next making a park with your ideas. So, just first comment, where should we build the park, and also comment some initial dinosaurs. And I will choose the best comments, if not all the comments. I will also make a short on this. And yeah, we're going to make a new Making a Park with Your Ideas. This has been Jurassic World. I'm very proud of it. If you want more information about any of these habitats that I have showed today, watch the whole series and find the video that these habitats are in. And I've been DinoDude72. I'm glad you're watching these videos. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.